teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw right away. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 11. On play action, here's Nix. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. When you look at this Patriots defense, coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
A gain of 12. First down, Denver.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Now it's Nix.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
From the shotgun, it's May.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's May.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
The Patriots at 11-1 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, May with it.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
It's crazy. Hey, what's up? It's 5.
To the air, May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Crazy, crazy. Normal time. Crazy, crazy. Five. Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
From the gun on third down is May. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Five.
They'll try and throw for it with May. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They'll throw with May. And this one is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, here goes it up. Hey, what's that?
Looking to throw. May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Third and 5.
Here goes it up. Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
To throw, it's May. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, here goes it up. Crazy. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Throwing here is May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. What's good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 14. Broncos 7. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. At their own 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
To throw, here's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This now a third and 4. Throwing Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. They'll send the tight end in motion. Nix to the air. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down to the 36-yard line here. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Him in stride. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Brings up 2nd down.
And now an audible here into something else. Here's May.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, what's up? Good first now,
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And
that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
To throw is Nix.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Nix from the shotgun.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. The final shot before break. Nix. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 38 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Nix.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Captain. Bombers.
On 4th down, Nix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
May looking to run.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Crazy, crazy.
Now back to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, five. Crazy, crazy.
Off the play fake. Here's May. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Bombers. Hey, Sean, let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Crazy.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through.
So the starting field position was terrific following a surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Second down and 3. Now it's Nix. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Able to find the open man, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, here's Nix. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Patriots will take over here just shy of the 30.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes again. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and a yard.
Back to throw. Nix. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Back to the air with Nix.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Play action. May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down.
They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. To the air, May.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Denver.
Here's Nix once more. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to throw again. Nick's going to keep this himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. In motion left, the tight end. Back to throw. Nix to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop this quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now receiver in motion left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Crazy, crazy. Where was that? Crazy, crazy, crazy. It was 5.
To throw, it's May.
Got his man, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the fourth quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. To throw, here's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Off the play fake, Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Nix to the air. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going. It's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Broncos.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be second and a couple. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Going up top. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing Nix.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Looking to throw. May. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
A very solid gain of 27. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Throwing here is May.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Crazy. Five.
Here's May.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play,